Buenos dios, buenos dios, buenos dios. What it is, what it was, and what it shall be. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy, Dr. Will Rogers, a.k.a. Master Teacher 33. And tonight is Friday night, March the 11th, 2022. And the time is 7:30 Central Time. As always, a couple messages. We're going to jump right in tonight. We're going to go through the step-by-step process of starting your own business. Online business, that is. And then I have a website for you guys that I started like about 30 minutes before the show, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how this can be done. So this is going to be the next project that I'll be launching. Along with a bunch of other stuff. You guys know I'll be doing 2 or 3 things at the same time. But it's just to kind of give you an example of how your site should flow. So we'll be talking about the website that I'm working on today. So let's jump right in talking about the first thing, which is this is a group session tonight. I will be offering individual private sessions for people who would need private assistance. Now that cost is $1,000, $100 an hour for the members. Normally, because I went up for $200 an hour for my consultations for non-members. But for people that are members of the People Development Center, it's only $100 if you need some private assistance with these steps that we're going through to get you online and get you up and running. I still have the Build a Business still available. I broke it down and divided it to simplify it for everybody. And that's $1,000 for each section. And there's 5 sections that we focus on. And that's a part of the Build a Business for you, where I do everything for you. And I do apologize for the audio. I know this morning that was a little problem with the audio, so hopefully coming through a little better today. So number one, first of all, before you even do any of the 10 steps that we have listed tonight, actually there's 2 more than 10, but this is the primary that we're going to be looking at. Remember, if you need additional assistance after tonight, then that costs $100 an hour, and then we'll go through it one-on-one to work through any issues or roadblocks that you may have. But this is the simplistic and the fastest way. This can be done pretty much, as I will show you with the website I'm working on, just about in one evening. It may take you a little longer, depending on if you have all of the information in place, which we've done through the business school and with numbers and everything. That's a whole other study for another time. But before we talk about a business, you have to be able to do what we talked about today at 12 noon. That is, you got to be able to see the process. Remember what I said at 12 noon, and we talked about the science and the psychology based upon, all of these studies from Harvard and MIT and all of these good old boys who've broken down what I've been saying for years, and that is the mind will automatically sabotage anything that you do that's not in line with your design. In other words, you can't, or it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of struggle, a lot of effort, because if you are still staring at the top instead of looking at the bottom, meaning if you're staring at the finish line instead of looking at the starting line, you're going to be paralyzed. Because the brain knows that you cannot run a 26-mile marathon if you haven't worked out, you haven't stretched, you haven't done anything. You're just saying, I am a marathon runner, but you haven't done anything by which to justify or to verify or to prove to the reticular activating system that you are a marathon runner. Then that means that we have become our own obstacle. So if you cannot tell me right now, tonight, your entire business and how you're going to generate a profit, who your target market is, who your perfect customer is, you don't have a business. You have an idea. So you can go through these steps, but it won't be successful. So your mind is blocking you. So the only way for you to be able to even consider anything that we're talking about tonight is if you go back and listen to what we talked about today. I said 12 noon, but we started the show a little late. Because you have to allow yourself to dream. Most people are pursuing stuff that doesn't animate them, meaning I could start a mobile auto detail. I like keeping my car clean. But in the morning, I don't wake up, and that's not like my dream. I don't dream about driving to other people's houses and waxing their cars. Some people do. I don't. So if you are pursuing, that means that you've settled. Now, I'm not talking about in the meantime gigs. I'm not talking about a gig to take you to the gig. That's not what I'm talking about. Because sometimes you got to take a job to learn to see if that's even something that you want to do. So number one, before you start any of the next steps that we talk about tonight, you have to be able to do what we talked about today. Number one, you have to make sure that you allow yourself to align with your design. The dominant culture says you have to allow yourself to dream big. Because that means that I bought this Corvette because why? That makes me dream big. It makes me feel magnanimous. So all the next steps I get, I can visualize myself driving it. When I visualize or think about it, I get excited. I get emotional. The more I think about it, the more I want to think about it. It's not labor. It's not I got to set a time at 8 o'clock and I got to visualize anything. I'm visualizing driving that car every day. Nobody got to tip. I don't have to set no time at 8. Go to a closet, to pick up my vision board, visualize. Oh, you got to do all of that. You got the wrong occupation, boo-boo. Your dream should be just dominating your mind. Because remember, we talked about the biggest problem, especially with among, our Keelan, colored folk, is the knowledge gap. There is a knowledge action gap. You got the knowledge, but you're not taking the action. Why? Because you don't have the process. All of it. Now, you got some of it, but you don't have all of it because otherwise the brain will be implementing it. Remember, the brain implements whatever you picture. That's why visualization is the number one key. To be successful in anything in life, all the greats from Norville Goddard to, you can go all the way back, Napoleon Hill, all the great thinking world, which, everybody, Tony Robbins, they all talk about visualization. But the problem is we visualize the end, we don't visualize the beginning. I don't know nobody who, when they start off talking about, they start off saying, I see myself, I'm driving my convertible Bentley, I'm driving down Rodeo Drive in L.A., I'm got on my Gucci, I'm doing, that's the end. Nobody starts off saying, it's raining, it's cold, and I'm struggling for funds. It's just me by myself. I don't have no entourage. I'm starting in the basement of my house. See, nobody talks about the starting line. That's why it doesn't work. See, the brain is smarter than us. The brain knows that you are blowing smoke. So before we go through these steps, number one, you have to see the process, not the destination. See, the destination is easy. It was very easy. Seeing the destination is easy. Right now, I'm in the middle of so I accomplished the destination because I had a step-by-step process. What was the destination? Lose 30 pounds in 30 days. I did it in 15. So what's the point? Well, the point is, why was I able to do it so fast? Because the process has been done so many times now that I don't require no motivation. Because I know that the results are there. So usually like on day 7 or 8, people get discouraged and they quit. Not me, because I already know what happened on day 14. Because why? I already did it. But I can keep going all the way up to day 21 and then start the process all over again if I want to continue to drop. Then after I finish the process, then I just go back to the day where I have a daily process where I rotate. So first thing in the morning, then, okay, you just eating stuff that put you in the autophagy state. That's what everybody eats in the morning, bacon and eggs. You just can't eat no carbs, no sugar. Then at lunchtime, for at least minimum hours later, you're eating fruit. To do what? Cleanse out the body. And then later on that night, you're eating a salad or something green or mustard greens, sweet potatoes, and maybe you could put some string beans in there or cauliflower, broccoli, or something else. So you have a veggie meal. Then you got all three in one day. Or you can do one day, it's just all water or meat. So what am I saying? That's the process. I know it. So my body says we can implement that shit because we know it works because the brothers have done it before. So I have no monkey mind. Why? The monkey mind can only show up if you got a process that you ain't never done. Then you can't, I don't care what you do, it's just not going to work. Why? You guessing, you hoping, you wishing, you pondering. You might as well go back to Ebenezer Baptist because you're doing what Christians do. You just going to believe you're going to eat, Captain Crunch cereal and watch Love and Hip Hop all day and believe that Jesus is going to make you lose weight. Because you might as well just go back to Ebenezer Baptist if you're going to do that. So don't, man, we got to be serious. But when we talking about, I hope y'all serious, because I'm serious. That's the reason why, again, if we don't do this, then there's no need for us to meet in May. I don't want you guys, us sitting around in Dallas, sitting around the table, and we all looking at each other, and it's a fashion contest, and everybody just seeing who's who. Shit, we can do that, or we can do a Zoom call. I'm not going to waste your money. This is not Amway, and I'm not TD Jakes. So I want you to keep your money in your pocket. There's a whole lot better way to spend $1,000 than to fly to Dallas, Texas, for us to sit around and talk about what we're talking about right now. If when we can meet in Dallas, we should be now getting with Brother David, and we should be growing our business at least about 20%. But we got to have a business to grow. So number one, you got to have a business. How do you have a business? You got to see the business. How do you see the business? You got to be able to visualize. You got to have something that you are doing that's in line with your design, because that's how you shine. What that simply means? That just simply means that you have something that is really part of the thing that really motivates you, because it loves you more than you love it. Then you visualize the process, not the destination. So the missing key in all self-help, I never hear nobody talk about the boring stuff. Nobody talks about the boring stuff. Everybody want to stare at the mountaintop. Ain't nobody talking about no valley. Why? That shit don't sell. But that's how you move forward and get out of the monkey mind. Because I guarantee you, your brain will shut you down if you do not allow yourself to dream. That just simply means pick something that motivates you. Don't pick something that you know will work. Don't pick something that you know you can make money at. Why? Because that doesn't get your ass up out of bed when it's cold and you broke and you sick and you tired and you don't feel like doing it. Now, we do that when we broke because we know we need the money. I'm talking about when you got money. Because making money is easy. Keeping it, that's the whole, I'm finding out, that's a whole other ball game. So I'm in a whole new realm now. See, I've made the money now, so now how do I keep it? Oh, so I'm in a whole other class. And in this class, you keep your foot on the gas. Because the tendency is when you get some money, you take your foot off the gas. Meaning, you stop exercising focus, discipline, and order. I mean, that's what I was doing. And then I noticed, damn, why my income dropping? Because I ain't never had this kind of money before, so I don't know what to do. So what I got to do? I got to get my ass on the phone and talk to somebody who's been there already before. I got to look at some YouTube videos. I got to change my game. Otherwise, I'm going to be right back where I started from. So getting money is one thing. Keeping it is another thing. Investing it is another thing. Multiplying it is another. These are all levels, brothers and sisters. And it starts with you first starting a business, preferably online. Now, you can do brick and mortar. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Mad cash in there, too. So once we visualize it, that means you can close your eyes, take me through all of the steps. Like, I can close my eyes, I can tell you all of the steps. I just worked on the website today. You guys go check it out. And as I'm just flipping the life management, taking out all the fluff out of the life management system and rebranding it as the Life Management University. And then what I'm going to do is the exact same thing I did, except freshman year is Module 1, sophomore year is Module 2, junior year is Module 3, and then Modules 4, 5, 6, and 7, those are, well, health, wisdom, and relationship. So your senior year, you got to pick one of those 4. And so I'm rebranding it, same system, because remember, once you create it once, you should make money off of it for the rest of your not-so-bone life. Then you sell that to your kids when you transition and let them take it on home. So that's what I'm doing. And so just go to the website. I just started it about 30 minutes before the show. And all I did was type in the information. I uploaded the video. Now, granted, it ain't nothing fancy because I want to show you that I started it. Now, this is like my 25th, 30th website that I got out now. So what I'm telling you, it works because I've been doing it for a long time. Now, number two, name, niche, narrative. We've talked about name, niche, and narrative so much that I don't know what else to say other than your name should tell me something about your name. I mean, if you come up with, ABC Enterprises, that's awesome. However, you have to work really, really hard to brand ABC Enterprises. Can you do it? Absolutely. I'm not telling you you can name and your niche and your narrative, those are all the same. Name, niche, and narrative. Remember, that's month, day, and year. So your name should point me in the direction of your niche. Your niche should point me in the direction of your story, your narrative. What this is all about, man. What is your compelling offer? Why am I going to give you my money? What problem are you going to solve? I got a problem. Can you solve my problem? Well, what do? I do purpose. What's your problem? You walking around now, you working, but you ain't got no meaning. You got money, but you have no meaning. That's what I lead with. I lead with Dr. Miles' favorite statement. My favorite. Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. Look at the website. What's the first thing you see on that? Where purpose is not known, abuse is inevitable. So what I'm telling you is purpose. You already got your purpose? Okay, keep it moving. I'm going to challenge you, though. Is that your purpose? Does it give you meaning? When you wake up in the morning, do you do that when you go on vacation? Do you do that when you get off? Then that's your purpose. That's just what you convince yourself of. So you got to work. That means that you need a sabbatical. You got to take time off. You get tired. Now, I've been going all day. As soon as I hang up, I'm going to keep going. I don't get tired. Not because I'm Superman, but because I'm amplified. By the more I do it, the more I get amplified. So we already know about the name should fit your market. If you are in basket weaving, your name should have something with the word basket or weaving, something that lets me know that you are in basket. If you're a dancer, your business name should have something dance like Dynasty, like my daughter, Dynasty Dance Academy. Yeah, I'm at DDA. So use acronyms. So don't make the mistake that I did. I painted the brush too broad. Mine should have been more along the line of, okay, yes, I'm a master teacher 33, but what am I teaching? What am I mastering? But when I started and I branded it, but as I branded it, I might as well stick with it. But if I had to do it over again, I would focus in just on the wisdom module instead of wealth, health, and relationships. I could talk about those. I like those. But what do my numbers say? What gets me up real early in the morning? What videos do I watch all day? Ancient, hidden knowledge. I like business stuff. Not more than the Anunnakis. Not more than old blood. Not more than how come my reticular activating system filters out information that actually can help me. Why does my brain keep me poor or want to keep me poor until I rewrote it? That shit is amazing to me. I'm not interested in basket weaving, chocolate chip cookies, auto mechanics. Something about that shit loves me. When I go to the bookstore, those books jump off the shelf and they follow me. Not business. What we're talking about tonight is great because this is how I market the information. Because remember, your business is really marketing. It's not really business. We're in the business of letting people know, hey, Jim Bob, I can solve your problem, bro. Because just because you can solve the problem, I don't know, you can help me. So your name, your niche, and your narrative after the visualization. Once you can see it in your mind's eye, not on your vision board, it's inside your head, you ready to now choose a name. Your name, again, is going to draw your niche. And you're going to share your story, your narrative with your niche. Then you're ready to get your DBA, doing business as. Just like your name, your DBA now is the official tax documents, all your official papers. It should be the same as your website as well, if possible. Sometimes somebody already got it. No problem. You just go with the thing that's the next thing. Once now the DBA is different in every state. Here in Texas, You just go down to the courthouse. Now, since COVID, even easier. You just log online, at least in Texas. Now, back in the day when I got mine, you had to physically go down there. Now, you don't have to physically go down there. They do everything online. It saves you time and money. You got to drive down there. So all you got to do is Google in your state and your county, because remember, the DBA is doing business as, so that way nobody else in your city and your county, unless now when we get into business structure, which is a whole other ballgame. Now, remember, all of this stuff is inside of the book that I wrote, How to Start a Business, which everybody has, because I gave it to you guys, because it's part of module 4 or 5. So this is just a refresher. So I recommend you start off as a sole proprietorship. Why? It's, my daughter, Tamora, had one. Because it's just you. You don't even really need an EIN and TIN. I just recommend that you get it so that way when you go from a sole proprietorship to a partnership or to a S Corp or a C Corp later or LLC, well, you already got your DBA. So the DBA is just simply something, again, if you guys need assistance with that, I'll log online to your state. I'll call down there. I'll find out exactly what you have to do step by step. Now, if you pay me to do that, I have no problem doing it. I'm just telling you what you need to do yourself. However, there are some people that would prefer somebody else to do it for them. No problem. I don't turn down no money. So if you'd like for me to do it for you, find out all the details, I will do it for you. If you give me all the information, I will call down there and act just like I'm you. Unless you're female, obviously. But what am I saying? I'm saying that getting the DBA, the doing business as in your county, in your city, is just simple as going down to the courthouse or calling or going to your city.gov website and doing the research and pulling it up. And all you got to do is go to Google and type in, how to file your DBA. And it'll ask you for what state, and then you fill it in. So, I mean, it's not that difficult. But for some reason or another, I already know because I just told you why. Anytime you're in Groundhog's Day, it's because your brain cannot see the plan. You haven't done step 1, visualization. You haven't visualized the process that I'm giving you. So tonight, everybody should have this process in their brain. I want to reserve my business name. So, but first you got to get up there. You got to decide. You got to decide. Okay, what is my business? Okay, what is your niche? Okay, what is your niche? A niche is a problem that you solve. If you're 1, what problem that you solve? Leadership. If you're 2, what problem that you solve? Following your gut. If you're 3, what problem that you solve? Being creative. If you're 4, what problem do you solve? Establishing stability. If you're 5, what problem that you solve? Being assertive, being free, standing up for yourself, stop letting people punk you. If you're 6, what problem do you solve? That's what I'm doing. Creative communication. Because remember, that's what love is. Love is the ability to transfer your feelings to somebody else. So when you're 6, you got to know that. It's not about, remember, caring is a weapon that's used to keep you from monetizing 6. Because remember, care and nice, those are not benevolent terms. We don't use those words. So 6 is really, it's perfectionism. It's details. What I'm doing right now, details. So what is my product? Details. Okay, what type of details? For me, it comes from the month that I was born. So we can go deep. Because we already did this, remember? I'm born in September. So I'm giving you details about awareness. Okay, what kind of awareness? Well, if I was raised with a bunch of rich white folks and I was Aquarian, what colors would they ride horses? I forget, whatever they call it. I would be talking about horses. Thoroughbreds. That's not how I was raised, though. I was raised in Podunk, Texas, with a bunch of religious zealots. So you want to know why I talk about that topic? Because that's when I was raised. So that's what my problem was. My problem was I was religious. I could do nothing else, but I could quote scriptures. Well, you can't pay your life here with scriptures. That's what I talk about all the time. Y'all tired of hearing me talking about it. If you're a Christian, you're really tired of hearing me talking about it. You probably pissed off. And damn, every time Doc do a show, he bashing Christians. You think? But where'd it come from, though? So that you should be telling me about what okay, What's your most pressing problem? Yeah, you want to talk about that. Yeah. See, nobody really, that's why you can't be successful. Because remember, the brain knows that you're fake. The brain knows that you, yourself, you're not pursuing your dream. You're not really pursuing the thing. You're not allowing yourself to dream. Why? We've all dumbed ourselves down. Why? We've all had repeated failure. Why? Well, a lot of us are like Keelan. So you're born in a suppressive system that says, don't shoot for the stars, bro. You ain't going to make it. Just, go on to McDonald's, flip them fries, be happy. Shit, you got a job. At least you got a job, brother. I mean, that's what I heard growing up. So now I'm telling you, shoot for the stars. You say, well, Doc, I don't know, brother. I'm just going to, I think, I'm just going to hang on, leave Jesus for my miracle. No, but that's how it works. You got to shoot for the stars. Because why? That's going to get you up in the morning. That's going to get your blood pumping. All of these problems, they won't be problems anymore because you'll be able to go through them really easy. After you get your DBA, then you're going to get your EIN and your TIN, or. I got both. I got employer identification and a tax ID number. You don't need both. You just need one. If you think that one day down the line you will be having employees, get your EIN. If you know you're going to be a single standing column, it's just going to be you and you're going to do what I'm doing right now, you're just going to have a bunch of 1099 people. They are contractors. They are like all my dick report processors. According to the IRS, I can't tell them or give them a schedule and say, you got to be here. I can't punish them if they don't show up on time. They can take days off. They can do it. And I kind of like it like that because guess what? I don't have to provide, benefits. I don't need no HR department. But what about when I go global? What happens when I start to scale? Well, bam, I already got my EIN number. All you got to do is IRS.gov. Remember we went through this? After you go to how to file DBA in, and then you put, Alabama, New York, whatever state you're in. Next, you just want to go to, you just type in, how to file or how to get your TIN, the tax ID number. And when you type it in to Google, bam, it pops right up. Just be aware. There is a plethora. There's people out there that would charge you $1,000 to do. It is crazy that people are paying $1,000 to do something for free. I almost jumped in on the gig too. It was so easy. People are actually paying people, to kind of like logos. You guys know, like whether it's Taylor Brands or I've got to go to a new website. I just found they do logos for free. You can go to Canva and create your own logo for free. There are people paying. Now I know what you're thinking. Well, I'm professional about the place, Jesus. Well, I don't know. Look at mine. It looks pretty good to me. And you can increase the density, the pixel count. Now, what if you got a program like Photoshop? Oh, man, you in like cement. So, EIN, tax ID number, you can go and apply for your federal tax ID number, the tax identification number from the IRS. It's a online form. And when I did it, I got my EIN the same day. I ain't have to come back. Like all this stuff, I'll be hearing war stories about people, praying. It is crazy. Go to IRS.gov. There's a form. I think it's a W-7 form. It is called Taxpayer Identification Number. You just fill it out. There used to be a phone number where you could call. And they were just kind of like, but now that everything with COVID and all that stuff. And it's been a while since I've gotten a new one. But I just pulled it up, tax identification number, and it tells you who needs one, it tells you how to get one, form SS5 application, that's Social Security, it says EIN, used for employer identification number, form 1041, ITIN, so they call it, not individual taxpayer identification number. So I guess they don't call it TIN no more, they call it ITIN. It's a 9-digit number, and that's your Social Security number. And you use that number instead of your Social Security number to purchase stuff. Recommend it. Now, obviously, you can use both. But if you really, really want to separate, especially if you have something like, if you're in the food industry, there's a little bit more of a chance that, somebody could eat your stuff and get sick and say, you did it, Jim Bob, and they want to try to, come after you. Okay? You might want to have a little, separation. Me, it's not that because I'm not in cosmetics. I'm not in the food industry. Now, somebody could say, hey, Doc, you gave me some whack-ass advice, brother, And I implemented what you said. So, yeah, so I have insurance, which I don't have on there, but that's something that we talk about later. And so you can get your own business insurance. Somebody comes and slips and falls, like with my daughters. I have that already. Now, homeowners insurance, you already got that. Somebody comes to your house, slip and fall, you already covered. That's in your mortgage insurance. But you also want to have business insurance as well. But, that's later on down the line. So you got the tax ID number, you got the employee ID number, either or. If you want to get both, knock yourself out. If you think that one day, now you can always wait till that day comes and then just get your EIN number. But they don't call it TIN now, they call it ITIN because I just pulled it up, revised to ITIN process of the IRS website. All right, next, number 5, business structure, which we just mentioned. Now, again, there's a lot of pluses and minuses. I'm not here to debate. All I know is anytime there's a bunch of steps, we stop. It's just human nature. When stuff is not simple, if it's more than 3 steps, this is Mark psychology. Harvard says, anytime something is more than 3 steps, people hesitate. It's just human nature. I do the same thing. I buy a new program, and I'm like, I got a new program right now. Brand new out the box. I opened it up today. I've had it for about 3 months. I haven't seen none of the videos. I got courses that I paid $5,000 for, and I didn't even do nothing with it. Like the whole Facebook ad writing thing. So I got this content creators 40 templates. So I got 40 templates, which is like websites, where you just copy it, put it on the website, and then you just fill in the blank. So I'm kind of using it. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it, because I'm doing a website right now. You guys go check it out. Life Management University. Now, I already got the Master Teacher 33 University, but that's the granddaddy. And remember the company I was working with? They went belly up. That's now a new company. So I'm going to push that back a year and promote this one. Why? It's already done. Because the granddaddy, it got everything that I've done over the last 20 years. It has everything on there. So that is when I scale. That's when I drop. That's when I get the $1 million status. Why? That's everything on autoresponder. That means I don't do nothing except go check out Master Teacher 33 University. Right now it's the Life Management University is just one of right now about 50 different programs at the Master Teacher 33 University. So I just took one of those and made it a separate website. Now you can go to 2020 Total Awareness. You can go to Master Teacher 33 Manifestation School. You can go to TheoCentricNutrition.com. You can go to Life Optimization Report. All of those are individual websites. I'm taking all of those websites and putting them on one website. And then I can get rid of all of the other ones. But that's down the road. But that's what you call planning. So you want to start doing that too. So for right now, I recommend your business structure be as simple as possible. That would be a sole proprietorship. Why? You really don't do anything. You can actually file your business with on the same 1040 form as your personal records. You just fill out a Schedule C. That's what I do. Now, I have a LLC. I have a corporation. When I was in New Mexico, I did all that stuff. I have trademarks. I got freaking patents. I use none of that. Because I made the mistake because I didn't talk to somebody like I'm talking to you. And I spent $40,000 on all that shit that I never used. They're just sitting in my garage somewhere. One of the 3 garages I got, they're sitting there. I got trademark shit. I still got the VIP. I got the logo. I got all that stuff. I got my corporate seal. I got my books. I got my minute. I got my stock book. I got all that stuff. Now, one day I might have to pull it out and use it. But today, I don't need it. I got it. I know how to do it. I did it. Should I have started there? Remember? I was just like everybody else. I was looking at the mountaintop. My eyes was glazed over. And I took this course. And they said, hey, you got to trademark it. Somebody can steal it, brother. Not trademark it. You know what that shit costs? Then I filed for a United States patent on my process. Then I incorporated. I didn't even do a C. I went full corporate. I mean, full corporation. Board of directors, books, minutes. You know how expensive that shit is? Man, how much money did I make? I lost my shirt. I blew through, not you got, I went through about 20 grand in a week. That's when I knew. I remember the sign. Damn. I did it again with the Vision Impact. I mean, the Vision Impact photography our sign was like, I think about 15,000. To mount it was another 5,000. The building, that was 5,000 a month. The electricity, like, you know how much money we were spending? When I had Inspirational Ground, coffee shop, bookstore, and learning center, I think, if I remember correctly, I think we was at about $20,000 a month. That was just base. We had to make 20 grand a month just to even think about breaking even. You know, what is my cost of goods today? Man, I'm trying to help y'all, man. I know, but y'all, some of you got to learn by themselves. I know. I was like that too. People told me, brother, you sure? But see, remember, I had a partner too. And as soon as I opened up, he said, well, God told me, brother, that it's not time for me to make a move like that. So, this was like that. These were Bible thumpers I was with. But they were going to use the building on Sundays. Kind of like what me and my daughter did in Dallas. That was the plan up there too. What happened? You got to remember, it took us a whole year to build a wall. Had to threaten to rape the dude's wife before he got done. Yeah, don't tell nobody I told you. I guess he thought I don't know what he thought. When he could watch it, my boy took my money and got married. I don't know what he was smoking. And then when I showed up at his house as a kid watching, you got to look on his face like, oh, yeah, brother, I'm going to call the cops. You need to get my money or you need to be over there fixing my damn wall. See, he thought he was dealing with my daughter, so the kid watching. I don't know what the hell he was smoking. Long story short, the wall got up. Should I have done that, though? Well, my daughter needs to face more so than I. That's why it's in Dallas, not in San Antonio. But what's the point, Doc? What's the point? The point is, brothers and sisters, your structure, do not bite off more than you can chew. Start small. Save your money. Keep your cash. I'm telling you, cash is all. When you get cash, keep it in your pocket. Leverage. Use your credit. When you get some money, hold on to it. Make sure that you do not overstride when you do it, because everybody's going to tell you, go big, brother. Go big, sister. Yeah, as long as they put in some money, a lot of people that be talking, they ain't putting in no cash. Number 6, logo and colors. Make sure, brothers and sisters, again, you can go to freaking Taylor Brands right now and logo. You can go to Canva for free and do a nice logo. I just posted a logo that I did on Canva right before this, yesterday. The website I did right before the show. So check out my Facebook page. And I did a woman's t-shirt also for free on Canva. And I ordered one just to have it, for display in case. You never know. Might take out. It says theocentric. And then at the bottom, it's a circle. It says theocentric at the top, nutrition at the bottom, and in the middle, it says rotation lifestyle. It's on my Facebook page. I can see you guys. And again, that logo took me about 5 minutes to do. For free. Now, you can spend $1,000. You can trademark it. You can do all that stuff. Copyright it because, hey, people can see your stuff. Like I told you that's a sister in Atlanta from way before my, Brother Roman days and all that stuff. Last I heard, she was still rocking and rolling, doing Dear Canoe reports. I was contacted and said, bro, you should sue her. She stole your stuff, brother. Man, I'm too busy making money, bro. She can have it. Can't nobody be me. Can't nobody do you. There's only one Sister Kid Walker. So no matter what Sister Kid Walker does, and I'm sure Sister Kid Walker knows this, Can't nobody be and do to the kiwasa. So whatever she cooked, I don't care if somebody watch her and write it down, still ain't going to be the same. The presentation, the taste ain't going to be nothing like the kiwasa. Why? There's only one kiwasa. So she ain't got no competition. So don't worry about that stuff. That's monkey mind. The enemy trying to keep you from your side. Remember, focus, discipline, and order. So I did that theocentric nutrition rotation lifestyle. Again, as a part of the show, you guys how easy it is. See, I put the colors. I get a logo. It is. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, we really overthink because we don't have a vision. When you have a vision, like in my case, to make $1,000 a day. When you tell your brain, I make $1,000 a day, the brain gonna say, doing what? And I'm gonna say, Dear Canary Reports, and the brain is gonna tell you how. And you have to be able to answer by posting videos on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, by doing free shows and post them on YouTube, and telling people about the benefits of the Dear Canary Reports and Life Vitamin System. And the brain will say, well, you're going to be there. Well, brain, I have 300 books that I've published. Every day I wake up, that's money in my PayPal account from some random person that I never knew, and I collect their email address. I got like 5,000 email addresses right now. Do I send them? My email list is how many people on the email list? Y'all will see it. No more than about 30 people. I got 5,000 email addresses. Do I send them email addresses? Do I do what the dominant culture says do? Hell no. Does it work? Yes, it works. But you got to remember, what happens if I send out 5,000 emails and I get 5,000 orders for a Dear Canary Report? Yeah, that's already happened. That I cannot supply. I don't have staff. So if I take somebody's money, I got to be able to provide somebody that service. You got to think about that too. So don't just go and start scaling just because of somebody said, "Hey, well, you can make some more money." So after the logos and the colors, we go to number 7, the website. So if you're sitting at home, please go to www.lifemanagementuniversity. You can see the only thing up on that site is just the word. And I posted a video that I did like 5 years ago. That's just kind of to hold the place. I'm gonna do another video to explain it. Brothers and sisters, I went to GoDaddy. It's $6 a month for a basic website. They do have free ones there, but the free ones it's not as user friendly. We'll put it that way, because obviously they want you to buy a service. Now, do you have to buy the service? Absolutely not. You can use it free. Because if you go to theocentricnutrition.com, that is a free website. I don't pay a dime. If you go to 2020 Total Wellness, that's a free website. I don't pay a dime. If you go to this one, I ain't even start promoting yet. I got to start promoting this one. 2021 FightForFreedom.com. Let's go and look at these websites. All of these websites are creating a day. Go to 2021 FightForFreedom.com. And the reason I'm telling you that, not because I'm trying to like show off because I got a website. No, it's because it's really with GoDaddy, because you get the name and you get the hosting, and they have a WordPress option if you want to really get deep, like my Master Teacher 13 website, which is hosted by WordPress. That way you can do more stuff with it. These are just single one-page websites that host specifically just one product. It's not like the website, if you get a chance, go to Master Teacher 33 University, and again, that website is still in process because I decided to push it back because of the amount. Now, again, just look at the first page at the website, and you see how complex that website is compared to the one that I'm doing with GoDaddy. The reason why now could I hire? Remember, I was hiring. I had a guy in the Philippines. I was paying $25 an hour to do the website, Massachusetts 33 University, and the company that he worked for went belly up. I was smart. I would have got the guy's name and number, his personal name and his personal number. He could continue to work for me, kind of like they do at Fiverr.com or all of the other websites that provide. If you need somebody to do this new gig economy. The point is, brothers and sisters, the website I recommend, because again, this is the one that I'm very familiar with. Now there's Wix. I do recommend you owning the domain name, because if it takes off, you will find, and I found out, like I did, learn the hard way with Wake Up Black America. Because as soon as the website name started taking off, I had it on a free site. I had it, but I didn't update it. Somebody took it, and then last time I checked, somebody talked to me, then they're trying to sell it back to me for like some crazy number. I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. So last I checked, I don't even know if anybody still have it. I know that Wake Up, let me check. Wake Up, nope, it doesn't even come up. So that means, I don't know whatever happened to it. But I remember somebody kind of like, and they do that. They call it flipping. They like, if Sister Kill Watson starts to blow up, somebody's going to get her name and they're going to reserve it. So that way, when Sister Kill Watson gets big time, they got to buy. Remember that happened to, I think it was happened to Steve Harvey. And he had to pay, he had to go to court and blah, blah, blah. So you want to own your domain name. Yeah, it's only like $7 or, well, like $12 a year. I highly recommend you purchase your domain name that matches your DBA, that matches your business structure, because your website, they all should be the same, preferably, if at all possible. Again, the website, you want to make sure that your website name, the shorter the better. That's why this requires some thought. Sometimes you may have, like some of the stuff I have to do it over again. Yeah, I don't know if I would go with the full whole master, teacher, 33, university. I would just go with some acronyms. So if you can do it with an acronym and then right underneath it like LMU, and I tried that, but it has to be, I think at least 4 or 5 letters, which is Life Management University. So I wanted to go just with LMU. I was going to put LMU on my plates on my car, same thing, but the minimum number was 4 or 5 letters. So you want to think about all of these little things when it comes to marketing. So that was one of the reasons that I got the Corvette. So now I want to use that sucker to, everywhere I go, people look at it. So hey, I'm going to put my business, I'm going to buy me some placards. Now I'm not going to put it on there so much that it would mess up the paint, so it kind of, reduce the resale value. But I'm going to get a nice placard on there that's going to promote, so that way as I'm riding around, people looking at the car, jot down my name and number. I already have one that's a little, that just says, Massachusetts33.com on it. And I put that right on the back, right next to my license plate. And I'm talking about on the side, on the doors. You can pick those up at different places. Why? This is all about advertising. So we got the website down. That was number 7. Number 8 is the payment gateway. Man, you guys know that Square, that Stripe, that PayPal. Oh, man. There's all types of ways to take payments. They'll send you a little box or a little thing where you can do it, locally. Or the payment gateway. The e-commerce is what they call it now. It's another thing, another step, very simple to do. All you do is just go to PayPal and put in your email address. You need a bank, so they can send your money to the bank. Most of them require you to connect a bank. So you want to get a business bank account if you want, or you can use your personal bank account until you get a business bank account. Some banks require you to be in business for a certain period of time. If you had a credit union, like maybe Federal Credit Union, they don't require. Most credit unions are a lot simpler, a lot easier to work with than a traditional bank. So if you are a member of a credit union, you want to go to the credit union first. Set up a business card. All you need is your DBA papers, your tax ID number. and they will set up a business bank account for you, so that way you can tie that into your PayPal account or your Stripe account or whatever payment method that you use, because you want to put that link on your payload account and your website. So when someone buys something for you, it goes directly into your account and saves you a whole lot of headache. Because, again, I can transfer money from my PayPal account directly to my bank. Now, I have like 3 banks that I use, and all 3 of them are connected to my PayPal account. So I can transfer money from bank A to bank B, from bank B to bank C, from bank C, without going through wire transfer costs, because I can do that free on PayPal. So if my PayPal account has a lot of money in it in my bank accounts, then I can transfer. And if I got a lot of money in my personal bank account, I can fund or send money over to my PayPal account and vice versa. Do you have to do that? Absolutely not. The point is just make sure that you have one of the payment gateways, whichever one that you choose. I recommend PayPal, because as you do business with them over time, they extend what they call working capital, which is, man, I cannot express to you in the English language how many times that has saved my life. I cannot tell you guys other than just telling you. That, man, there has been times, like even now, the January and February has been drought. You know, he's making money, but, you know, not $1,000 a day now. That's when, because remember, the bills, they don't take no time off. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but the bills, they faithful. Them bills are faithful. Every month, AT&T wants their money. Every month, GMC Financial wants their money. Every month, it's like, I don't know what's up. They don't take no month off. Them bills are faithful. So sometimes your income is not as faithful as them bills. So you might want to have you a little working capital to tide you over a month, 2 months. Like I tell you guys, I stay 6 months out. So if there's a 6 months drought, I'm good. We go more than 6 months, and I start hustling. But I ain't gonna wait. I'm hustling now. There's people that ask me all the time. Like the one guy, TikTok, say, man, every in this video, you say click here. You always suck. And my response is like, I don't understand people like that. Like, you always eat, don't you? Like, this is how I eat. And so you got to remember that a lot of people, they go on TikTok, they're just kids playing games. They don't know nothing about business. So you got to not be offended by stuff like that. It's very, very important. All of this stuff goes back to visualization. So that visualization, that simply means that you can see your entire business in your brain. Then you're ready to start. When I start, I tell you your whole business operation from start to finish, your dream customer, the money you're making, how you're going to make it, till everything is in your brain. Bam, you establish the name. Establish the name. When I'm in the courthouse, get your DBA. Get the DBA, go to log online, get your EIN and your tax ID number, your I-10. You get your I-10, now you're ready to set up your business structure. If you're a sole proprietorship, you ain't got to do nothing except say, I'm a sole proprietorship when you file your tax. And then they separate you your taxes from your business taxes. It's called a Schedule C. When you get to that form, that part of your IRS, on your book, it tells you, list all your expenses, list all your income, subtract the two. If you made more money than you spent, then the IRS tax you on that money. Just like personal income, just like your job. If you lost money, the IRS gives you what they call a carryback, which means you can go back the year before, and if you paid any tax, they give you that money back. Or you have the opportunity next year to not pay taxes based upon the fact that you had a loss, you had a business loss. And we can break all of that down in another class. But you want to make sure that you structure your business in a manner so that way you don't get in trouble with the IRS. Then number 6, logo and colors, self-explanatory. Number 7, website. 8, payment gateway. Number 9, we've talked about it many times, you got to have, first thing I got on my website, when you go there, I have a video. You want to have a free ebook, a free audio, or free video that tell me what the hell is going on. I like to read, but now we are in a 30-second, not even that long, economy. So when I log on to your website, I need to be stimulated visually. So if possible, I like free stuff. Everybody do. So you should have, click here, free ebook, and just throw your free ebook. If you don't have a free ebook, you want to have something similar to what I got. So when you log in, the first thing you see is my big ass head up there with a green background. And you click on the video. So you start your website off with an attention getter. The best way to get somebody's attention is free stuff. And a free video or free audio that's not too long, but long enough to explain why I should continue to read your website. Once you get the free ebook out there, that is number 10. You put the attention getter inside the ebook. You put the attention getter inside the audio or the video. You want to get people's attention. That leads to number 11, which is after the video, I should be able to scroll down, and this is what I'll be setting up on this website. I need a compelling offer. So I'm going to scroll down, then there's a photo gallery, and then right after that, I'm going to put in a compelling offer, why you should enroll in Life Management University. Because it's a synchronized system that gets directly to the point with a little less information to help you accomplish the same results as the people who took the entire program. So that's the selling point of the Life Management University. Short and sweet, directly to the point. So that's my offer. Then I'm going to have a call to action. Call to action is, this is a limited time offer. Or everybody who, the first 100 people who enroll will get also 50% off something else or free book. You want to make sure that you have to bait the hook. You have to have some reason for me to take action today. Otherwise, I'm just going to ponder it. Unless you say, if you take action today, you get A, B, C, and D. I need a reason to buy now. And brothers and sisters, when you do those 12 steps, that is how you start to make money online, and you start tweaking it from there. So once you get all these 12 steps done, you get up and running. You do it for 2 weeks, and you get one sale. That lets you know, okay, I need to change something. I need to tweak something. I need to change the verbiage, the video, different offer. So that way you get, and make sure you're sending people, we're going to be breaking down about sending people organically, which is the same thing I do. So people go to your website. Like I mentioned a lot of different websites and different shows. How do I do that? To send people or to send traffic so people can come by and take a look at it. That's why I post on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. And so you want to start thinking and visualizing that so that way you can start implementing it. Well, all right, brothers and sisters, that is it. Went through my 12 steps. I will be doing for people who want further assistance. Again, just email me at masterteacher33.com@gmail.com. If you need to set aside an hour, again, remember the consultation is $100. I still have the $5,000 granddaddy. I do everything for you. So everything that we discussed, including writing the book, a full book, not just the ebook, but actually writing your book so that way you have a product to sell on your website. But this is how you get everything started. Once you get this set up, then you upload your online course. We've done a show on that already. We'll be talking about that again. And if you need assistance with completing it, you need some consultation. No problem. We can book a class. I'll book a 1-hour consultation to assist you with writing your unique online course or your book. If you want to do it you want me to do just that part for you, okay, that's only $1,000. If you want me to do all of it, then that's $5,000. everything that we discussed, plus the book, plus the online course, so on and so forth. So any questions, though, you guys already know, you always can text me or just email me. Thank you guys so much. We'll see everybody mañana. God bless.